A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Arundhati. I'll be your host for today. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful evening. Hope you all are having a good time. We'll be starting off with the event shortly. Till then, I hope you enjoy these delectable starters that are being passed around and also some refreshing drinks. So, thank you for joining us. Kindly take your seats. We'll be beginning shortly and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be beginning with the event, so I'll request all of you to kindly take your seats with the drinks in your hands and the starters. That will be going all evening around, but we'll be starting shortly, so may I please request everyone to kindly take their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'd like to request all of you to kindly take your seats so that we can begin with the event. All our guests at the back towards the bar, if I could request you please to kindly take your seats. We are ready to begin with the evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I please request everyone to kindly take their seats because we are absolutely ready to begin with the event. A very warm good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am Arundhati. I'll be your host for this evening, and I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our dignitaries, guests, and media. Thank you so much for being with us today in this beautiful, stellar evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. If I could request everybody's attention, ladies and gentlemen. Thailand's Ministry of Commerce, Department of International Trade Promotion, DITP, along with the Thai Trade Center, Mumbai, invites you all to the Let's Go to Bangkok Roadshow for the 67th Bangkok Gems Jewelry Fair, or BGJF. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause? BGJF is one of the world's most renowned and longest celebrated gems and jewelry trade fair in the industry. The 67th edition of the BGJF will be held from 7th to 11th September 2022 at Impact Challenger Hall 123, Impact, Bangkok. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted and elated to announce that Thailand's Ministry of Commerce is also celebrating its 102nd anniversary this year in 2022. Can we have a round of applause, because this is truly a memorable and a commendable achievement. We have in the audience today more than 60 of the leading movers and shakers of the gem and jewelry business. Amongst us, we also have dynamic entrepreneurs and trade tycoons with us on this immensely significant occasion. It is also an honor to welcome the eminent members of the media who cover business and the gem and jewelry sector. Thank you for being a part of this occasion to help it achieve an elaborate exposure. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, we would like to present to you a small delight in the form of an audio-visual tape for you all to enjoy. Hope you enjoyed that clip, ladies and gentlemen. The Thailand Gems and Jewelry now has been globally recognized for its exquisite artistry, design, craftsmanship, and originality. While we have already made a giant stride in many sectors, gem and jewelry sector holds an immense potential for both Indian and Thai markets to be explored. I hope this show will bring businesses together in market exploration for both these loving neighbors. So let's start this evening off with a preview, or should I say a glimpse, of the 67th, much awaited 67th Bangkok Gem and Jewelry Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the official preview for the 67th Bangkok Gems Jewelry Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for this beautiful preview that we just saw? And now, it gives me immense pleasure and honor to invite on stage His Excellency Mr. Donavit Pulsawat, Consul General, Royal Thai Consulate General, Mumbai. Can we have him on stage amongst a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Our dignitary for the evening. Thank you for joining us on stage. And next, may I please invite with a lot of honor, Ms. Supatra Swangsri, Executive Director and Consul, Thai Trade Center, Mumbai. It is truly an honor to have you with us, ma'am. May I please also invite on stage our chief guest for the evening, Mr. Ashish Petheji, Chairman, All India Gem and Jewelry Domestic Council. May we please also have with us on stage our special guest of honor, Mr. Mehul Shah, Vice President, Bharat Diamond Bourse. Please join me in welcoming our special guest of honor, Mr. Surendra Mehta, National Secretary, India Bullion and Jewelers Association Limited. May we please have with us on stage our convener, Mr. Rajesh Bajaj. He's the convener for the Bangkok event and head of the HC Media Group Enterprises. Also have on stage our guest of honor, Mr. Ashok Gajera, Chairman, Western Region, Gem and Jewelry Promotion Council. Thank you so much for joining us, and these are our dignitaries. Our stellar stage has been lit up. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for all our dignitaries present on the stage? And now, to offer a token of our appreciation, may I please call forward Mr. Ashish Petheji, Chairman of the All India Gem and Jewelry Domestic Council, to offer a token of our appreciation to none other than Mr. Donavit Pulsawat ji. Now call forward Shri Ashok Gajera ji, Chairman of the Western Region Gem and Jewelry Promotion Council, to honor and welcome Miss Supatra Swangsriji with a beautiful token of our appreciation. May I now please invite Shri Mehul Shahji, Vice President of the Bharat Diamond Bourse, to offer a token of our gratitude to Mr. Donavat Pulsawat. May I please now invite Shri Surendraji Mehta, National Secretary of the India Bullion and Jewelers Association Limited, to present a gesture of our appreciation to Ms. Supatra Swangsriji. I would now like to call forth Shri Sachin Shahji of the Shri Rajen Parekhji, Honorary Secretary of the Mumbai Diamond Merchants Association, to present a token of thanks to none other than Mr. Donavat Pulsawatji. May I please now request Mr. Rajiv Garg, Chairman of the Gem and Jewelry Skill Council of India, to offer a gesture of our appreciation to Ms. Supatra Swangsriji. Invite Ms. Reena Shukla, Director of Hira Zaverat, Etsy International Magazine, to felicitate none other than Mr. Donavat Pulsawatji. Thank you so much, and it is truly an honor to have you with us on this amazing and significant occasion. And now, may I please invite to speak on this occasion none other than His Excellency Mr. Donavat Pulsawat, to share his thoughts and words to mark the formal opening of this joyous occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming him with a huge round of applause.
Distinguished member of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the Thailand Gem and Jewelry Destinations, an event to celebrate the 67th Bangkok Gem and Jewelry Fair, hosted by Thailand Department of International Trade Promotion and the Gem and Jewelry Institution of Thailand under the Ministry of Commerce, both in tourism and trade, both before and after the pandemics. In terms of tourism, Thailand is one of the most favorite destinations for Indian tourists. As you can see, the number of the tourists to Thailand this year, the Indian is number one. So thank you very much. In terms of trade, especially in gems and jewelries, India has largely contributed to the Thailand export of gem and jewelry products. Thailand export gems and jewelry to India increased more than 150% this year, especially silver jewelries. And the Mumbai is one of the biggest gem and jewelry trading hub in India. And I can see that a lot of major players in the industry is with us today in this room. So thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Let me tell you a little bit about the Bangkok Gems and Jewelries. This one of the Asian major jewelry trading fairs. And this year, we are focusing on the next generation of buyers, the young one, the Generation Z and the millennials. So the market is changing. The taste is shifting. And I expect that in this trade fair, there are new ideas, new design, and new player is coming out of these trade fairs. Nevertheless, I think most of us here has been to the trade fair, this trade fair before, so I think that you will see it by yourself. On behalf of the Thai peoples, I would like to say that we really appreciate your contribution throughout the years. And I really hope that this 67th edition of Bangkok Gems and Jewelry Fair will have your support as always. This trade fair is your chance to reconnect with the gem and jewelry network in Thailand, to meeting the old customer, the old partners, and to see the new ideas. And for those of you who are already registered to the trade fairs, either as an exhibitor or as a visitor, I really hope that you will enjoy the trade fair as we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those heartwarming words. And now we would also like to hear some words from none other than Miss Supatra Swangsri. So may I please invite her on stage to share a few of her thoughts on this occasion.
His Excellency Mr. Donawit Punsawat, Consul General Royal Thai Consulate General Mumbai. Distinguished guests, member of the press, good evening. Namaskar. On behalf of the Department of International Trade Promotion, or the ITP, I would like to welcome you to Thailand Gems and Jewelry Destinations, a roadshow event of the 67th Bangkok Gems and Jewelry Fair, co-organized by the ITP and the Gems and Jewelry Institute of Thailand, or GIT. Initiated by the ITP, Bangkok Gems and Jewelry Fair, or BGJF, is one of the largest gem and jewelry trade fair in Asia. The fair presents the spectacular showcase of gems and jewelry companies in Thailand and from across the world, featuring the complete range of gem and jewelry products from gemstone, gold and silver jewelry, costume jewelry, packaging to equipment and tools. This prestigious event was held for 66 editions, and the 67th edition, which will take place between 7 to 11 September this year, will be more special than ever, as it is the first full-scale physical event after a long pause from almost 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It will be attended by more than 800 exhibitors and include over 1,800 booths, at least 10 1,000 visitors and at least 1,200 million baht of revenue are expected. Apart from the showcase, the fair will feature several highlight exhibitions, including the Jewel Wonders exhibition that presents that Thai craftsmanship and trending jewelry creations. The Jeweler Showcase, which highlights the work of Thai creative designers. The new Face Showcase that introduced the jewelry works from leading SME from all over Thailand, along with seminar, workshops, and demonstration that visitors can join throughout the event. Finally, we hope that the 67th Bangkok Gem and Jewelry Show will help Indian gem and jewelry professionals expand business opportunities. For members of the press, please help spread the words, and thank you in advance for your support as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for those amazing thoughts, ma'am. And thank you so much for, once again, for being amongst us. May I please now invite our chief guest and chairman of the All India Gem and Jewelry Domestic Council, none other than Shri Ashish Betheji, to also share what his thoughts are on this beautiful occasion.
Good evening, all. His Excellency Mr. Donavit Ulsawat, Consul General, Royal Thai Consul General, Mumbai. Ms. Supatra Ji from the Department of Trade. My distinguished friends on the dais, and my friends from the industry and from the press. Good evening. I'm really honored to be here for this event here for the 67th Bangkok show. We ourselves, I would like to tell you that we have embarked on a exhibition journey, and we are going to have our second show soon. So 67th show is remarkable, and it talks about round of applause. It talks about the thinking from your team, which was ahead of times. And what we have just started, you have conquered for 67 times. So congratulations to you and your teams also. I think gems and jewelry has been on the forefront of economic prosperity for both the countries. In India, it contributes almost 7% of the GDP. So it's an important part in terms of even creating jobs for the industry. So I think we can have a very good association, and we always have as an Indian gem and jewelry industry with the Thai gem and jewelry industry. However, in the last 2 years, all of us have gone through a lot of ups and downs in COVID. But as you said rightly, that this is the first large physical event after the COVID pandemic. I'm sure it's going to be a super success. And I'm sure there'll be not 10,000 but 15, 20,000 people visiting the show. I think, and many a times gem and jewelry sector has been, under penetrated or under promoted across the borders. Our jeweler friends or manufacturers don't really venture out and go across the borders and try and improve the businesses. But I think events like the Bangkok show are the ideal vehicle where both the countries and businessmen from both the sides can actually venture out. And, for jewelers or manufacturers from India, the Bangkok show can be a gateway to the rest of Southeast Asia. And for people from Bangkok and Southeast Asia, Indian traders can be a gateway to Middle East. I think it can be a good marriage between India and Thailand that both the parties can work. I think DITP has already initiated a global campaign entitled as, Thailand's Magic Hands, the Spirit of Jewelry Making. And the campaign is aiming for international recognition of Thailand's gem and jewelry industry. And I think India, we share a common heritage. And so we are with you in promoting trade between both the nations. And I can guarantee you from All India Gem and Jewelry Domestic Council that we will definitely try and send a strong delegation for your 67th edition of the show, and we'll be there with you till the 100 for sure. And I would like to also welcome your team for our Gem and Jewelry show, India Gem and Jewelry show, which is happening end of September. We will extend welcome to both of you, as well as to your representation. So I thank once again Mr. Bajaj for having me here and giving you all for giving me time in this. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, Ashish ji. We were truly delighted to hear from you. And now, may I please request our guest of honor, Mr. Mehul Shah, Vice President, BDP, to say a few words on this evening of immense significance. May we have a round of applause.
His Excellency, Mr. Donawit Pulsawat, Ms. Supatra Swangasri, my friend and the Regional Chairman, GJEPC, Sri Ashok Gajera, Ashish Bhai Pete from GJC, Surendra Bhai Mehta, Rajesh Bajaj from Hira Javerat. Firstly, I thank you very much for being called for today's evening. Always when it is Thailand, it is my pleasure to be in any party, whether this side or that side of the stage. Thank you very much. India and Thailand has the oldest historical relations. I don't know how many years, nobody can predict, but it is hundreds of years back, India and Thailand has been working together. We have a similar culture. It looks like a similar places, beliefs are the same. And of course, for India, Thailand is the most preferred destination, whether it is for vacation or for business. When it comes to gems and jewelry, I congratulate DITP and GIT for completing the 67th years, and it looks always young and miles to go. And India or Indian gems and jewelry business is always privileged to work with Thailand. When we speak of our kind of business, it is almost similar. We are value addition countries. We don't produce anything. We buy gold, we buy gemstones, we buy diamonds. India, of course, polishes also and makes the fine jewelry. Thailand, I can say, is the biggest address of jewelry in the world. Whenever you see the Thai make jewelry, you will see unmatchable. And congratulate Thailand and the people of Thailand for bringing such a nice artwork to the world. And yes, as a India, we need to learn from it, and we have to follow the footsteps of Thailand, and we need to achieve. Thailand, I was just reading the report. Thailand is growing in gems and jewelry at the fastest speed. And people in the world looks forward to be, whether it is exhibition or the supply from Thailand. I wish you all the best and good luck, and thanks again for today's evening.
Thank you so much, sir. We were really elated to hear your words on this occasion. And now, may I please invite our special guest of honor, Mr. Surendraji Mehta, National Secretary, IBJA, to say a few words on this dazzling evening.
Dignitaries on the dais, the industry. I was looking at the video being played before we were sitting on the dais, and I was amazed to see the size of the exhibition. I'm being told that you have 1,800 stalls and you have nearly 10,000 visitors. And I think as an Indian, we need to learn a lot of things from Thailand. And this is the 67th edition. It's amazing to see and exhibitions being carried out for continuously for 67 years. Let me tell you, ma'am, that we are a 103-year-old organization. And I think we need to collaborate. We need to think in terms of how best we can reach out to the world, either through the Thailand route or your country through the Indian route to the rest of the world. Bangkok as such has a very special place in everybody's heart, especially Indians, and not only because of tourism, but I'm sure this kind of exhibitions, this kind of hospitality will encourage jewelers to be there, to be part of these exhibitions. And I wish Bangkok Gem and Jewelry all the best and congratulate them once again for such a wonderful journey of 67 years. Thank you so much.
And that were our dignitaries addressing us and sharing their words of wisdom and, of course, warming our hearts with their thoughts. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we once again hear a round of applause for all our dignitaries present on the stage? And once again, thank you so much for joining us and gracing us with your presence. We are truly honored and privileged. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to be bedazzled with a sneak peek, a small glimpse of Thailand's mastery in the gem and jewelry sector. We have some beautiful models amongst us, strutting down the ramp, showcasing some of the recent bests from Thailand's gem and jewelry sector, presenting an exclusive fashion show, ladies and gentlemen, just for you. So presenting this exclusive and exquisite fashion show just for you, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed that beautiful fashion show put together for you, ladies and gentlemen, offering a glimpse of the Thailand's gem and jewelry sector, some of the exquisite pieces of craftsmanship. Truly commendable. Can we have a round of applause once again? And now I am proud to announce and to invite on stage none other than Mr. Shashikant Dalikchand Shahji, Chairman of the Lab Grown Diamond Council of India. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming him on the stage with a round of applause. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. And now I have a very important announcement to make. And before I do that, may I please also invite on stage to join us Ms. Reena Shukla, Mr. Sachin Shah, and Mr. Rajin Parekh. Please, can we have you on stage to join us before I make a very exciting announcement? Can we have a round of applause for... Can we please also have with us Mr. Rajen Garg on the stage to join us? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to reveal the suspense, and it's now time for that. And now, may I please request our dignitaries to stand in the honor of this moment that we all have been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud and privileged to announce the unveiling of the 67th edition of the Bangkok Gems Jewelry Fair 2022. And may I please request the media to also come forth to capture this memorable moment for us to savor. Gems Jewelry Fair 2022, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, all our dignitaries who have graced us with their presence on the stage. And now, may I please invite none other than the convener of the event and the host, Mr. Rajesh Bajaj, head of the HZ Media Group Enterprises, to give a vote of thanks as a beautiful closure to this never-ending night of dazzle and sparkle.
Good evening, eminent members on the dais, honorable members of the audience from the trade and friends from the media. On behalf of Thailand's Ministry of Commerce, Department of International Trade Promotion DITP, Gem and Jewelry Institute of Thailand GIT and Thai Trade Center Mumbai, we express our heartfelt gratitude to you all for taking time out of your busy schedule and attend here today the prestigious roadshow, the 67th Bangkok Gems and Jewelry Fair. It is time now to honor and thank our eminent dignitaries on the dais. His Excellency Mr. Donavit Pulsavet, Consul General Royal Thai Consulate, Mumbai, and Ms. Supatra Swangsari, Consul Commercial Thai Trade Center, Mumbai. Thank you very much for the overview and such wonderful insights to the next edition of the fair for betterment of the gem and jewelry industry. Thanks to our chief guest Sri Ashish Bhai Pethe, Chairman GJC. Thanks to our guest of honor Sri Ashok Bhai Gajera, Chairman Western Region GJPC, Sri Mehul Bhai Shah, Vice President VDB for joining us today. Our deepest gratitude to our Sri Surendra Bhai Mehta, National Secretary IFJA, Sri Sasikanji D. Shah, Chairman Lab-Grown Diamond Council, Sri Sachin Shah and Sri Rajan Parekh, Honorary Secretary of MDMA, and Sri Rajiv Garg, Chairman GJSCI and Chairman GJCI. Thank you all for the encouraging us with your gracious presence. We also thank Ms. Reena Sukla and her team at Jet International and all our partners and associates as well as Hotel JW Marriott, Mumbai, team Anis Vasha and brothers, and Sparklight for the successful conduct of this event here today. We hope to see you all at the 67th Bangkok Gem and Jewelry Fair that will be held from 7th to 11th September 2022 at Bangkok. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rajesh ji. And that brings us to His Excellency Mr. Donavit Pulsavat, Ms. Supatra Swangsri, Mr. Ashish Pethe ji, Mr. Ashok Gajera ji, Mr. Mehul Shah ji, Mr. Surendra Mehta ji, and Mr. Shashikant Dalitchan Shah ji to join us on stage for a beautiful photo. Ms. Reena Shukla ji to also join us on stage. Mr. Rajiv Garg, Mr. Sanjay Shah, And that brings us to the end of this beautiful evening. Once again, thank you, all of you, for joining us in making this event truly memorable. And like I said, this is an evening of dazzle and sparkle. So we invite you all to enjoy the cocktails and dinner. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Arundhati, signing off. And hope you have a pleasant and good night.